Learn how to control your mind before it controls you. That's the battle we all face, isn't it? See, they teach us how to count, how to write, how to pass exams, how to get a job. They even teach us how to drive a car and operate a machine. But nobody teaches us the most important thing of all, how to manage our mind, how to take charge of our thoughts, how to decide what gets in and what stays out, how to stop our mind from becoming our own worst enemy. And make no mistake, if you don't control your mind, it will control you. It'll control your emotions. It'll control your energy. It'll control your decisions. And worst of all, it'll control your destiny. You can't control the wind, but you can control the sail. And your mind, that's the sail. You must learn how to guide it. You must train it. You must protect it. Because the truth is, your life doesn't change until your mind does. Your mind is like a garden. It will grow weeds or flowers, depending on what you plant. Now that's something to think about. See, most people are so busy trying to change the world around them, they forget the most powerful change happens within them. And here's the truth. The biggest battle you'll ever fight is the battle inside your own mind. Not the economy, not the competition, not your past, not even the people around you. It's the internal battle. It's the thoughts you allow. It's the emotions you feed. It's the stories you repeat. And until you win that war, you'll keep losing the external ones. Let's get something clear. Your mind is the control center of your life. Everything begins there. Before you take action, you think. Before you speak, you process. Before you choose, you consider. So if the mind is confused, your life will be confused. If the mind is cluttered, your path will be unclear. If the mind is negative, your results will follow. What you think about, you bring about. That's not just philosophy. It's a law of life. Now here's what most people do. They leave the door of the mind wide open. No guard, no filter, no discipline. Every thought is welcome. Every opinion gets in. Every fear takes up space. Every negative voice gets a seat at the table. And then we wonder why we feel anxious, why we lack focus, why we keep self-sabotaging. You wouldn't let strangers walk into your house, right? Then why let any thought walk into your mind? You must learn this simple principle. Stand guard at the door of your mind every single day. Here's something to write down. You cannot change what you don't recognize. And that's where it all begins. Not with motivation, not with positive affirmations, but with awareness. Start observing your thoughts, not judging, just observing. What are the thoughts you think most often? What beliefs do you repeat about yourself? What triggers your fear, your doubt, your anger? Because those patterns, they're running your life on autopilot. The goal is to take the wheel back. Most of what we believe, we didn't choose. It was handed to us by our environment, by our parents, by our experiences, by the culture. And over time, those thoughts became stories. And those stories became our identity. So we say things like, I'm not good with money. I'm just not a disciplined person. I always mess things up. This is just how I am. But none of that is truth. It's just programming. And programming can be rewritten. You don't have to be who you were. You don't have to carry every thought you inherited. You can choose better thoughts. You can upgrade the system. Don't just let your life be shaped by circumstances. Shape it with intention. This is key. Your mind is powerful, but it's not the master. You are. The mind is a tool. It's a servant. It's meant to help you think, solve, create, plan, but left unmanaged, it will take over. It will fill you with doubt. It will magnify fear. It will focus on what's wrong. It will compare, complain, and paralyze. That's why your job is to take the steering wheel back. Don't be a passenger in your own mind. Drive it, direct it, discipline it. Because an undisciplined mind is dangerous. But a focused, trained mind, that's unstoppable. Most people react. React to stress. React to people. React to pressure. Why? Because the mind is in control. and it responds to the loudest voice. But you must become intentional. Pause. Breathe. Think. Don't just react, respond. Respond with wisdom. Respond with clarity. Respond with control. It's not what happens that determines your future. It's how you respond. And your response always begins in the mind. You want to change your life? Start here. Not with your bank account. Not with your schedule. Not even with your goals. Start with your mind. Clean it. Guard it. Direct it. And when you do, you'll stop being at the mercy of life and start becoming the master of it. Because the greatest victory you'll ever have is the victory over your own mind. Control your thoughts, or your thoughts will control you. And that, my friend, is where your freedom begins. Either you run your mind or your mind runs you. And for most people, the mind is running the show. Not wisely, not kindly, but recklessly, unchecked. See, your mind is a powerful machine, a tool, a servant. But if left untrained, it becomes a tyrant. And here's the sobering truth. If you don't take command of your mind, it will take control of your life. It will dictate your moods. It will decide your confidence. It will sabotage your future one thought at a time. So the goal here is simple, but it's not easy. Take control before it's too late. Your mind never stops thinking. Even when you're not paying attention, it's working. Sorting, interpreting, labeling, projecting. It creates meaning out of everything. And many times, it creates the wrong meaning. You get rejected? Your mind says, you're not good enough. You fail at something? Your mind whispers, you're a failure. You feel nervous? Your mind shouts, you're not ready. But none of that is true. It's just the voice of fear, wearing the mask of logic. So here's what I've learned. You must question your thoughts. All of them. Just because it enters your head doesn't mean it belongs in your heart. Don't believe everything you think. Your job is to filter, not follow. To challenge, not obey. To direct, not be directed. Let me give you something practical. There are 3 types of thoughts. 1, supportive. These push you forward, build you up, strengthen your mindset. 2, neutral, random, unimportant, background noise. 3, destructive. These pull you down, cause fear, doubt, and paralysis. And here's the discipline. Learn to identify which is which. Supportive thoughts, keep them. Repeat them. Write them down. Neutral thoughts, let them pass. No need to entertain. Destructive thoughts, challenge them. Expose them. Replace them. Because the thought you feed is the one that grows. Stand guard at the door of your mind and throw out the trash. Now, here's something most people miss. Control doesn't happen in a moment. It's built over time. You don't control your mind by trying really hard once. You control it by training it daily. The same way your muscles get stronger with reps. Your mind gets stronger with repeated thoughts. You see, the thoughts you repeat become beliefs. And those beliefs shape your life. So if you want to control your mind, ask yourself, what am I rehearsing daily? Negativity, fear, worry, or gratitude, discipline, possibility? Because whatever you rehearse becomes reality. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Mental discipline is one of them. Let me give you 3 tools that helped me. 1, affirmed thinking. Start telling yourself the truth on purpose. Not just to feel good, but to rewire your mind. Say things like, I'm in charge of my thoughts. I can handle this. I am disciplined, focused, and calm. I don't react. I respond. Speak it, even before you feel it, because feelings follow focus. 2, focused input. What you put in comes out. Books, audio, people, environments, they shape your thinking. Garbage in, garbage out. Wisdom in, wisdom out. Feed your mind with what you want to grow. 3. Pattern interrupts. When your mind spirals, interrupt it. Stand up, breathe, move, change your posture, change your words. Break the thought before it becomes a storm. You're not helpless. You have tools. Use them. You won't feel like it every day. Some days your mind will feel heavy. You'll want to give up. You'll want to escape. But that's where discipline steps in. Discipline says, I don't have to obey my mind today. I don't have to listen to the storm. I can think better. I can choose better. I can act better. That's power. That's maturity. That's control. Discipline is the bridge between thought and accomplishment. And when you control your discipline, you take back your life. Most people act like victims of their mind. They say, I can't help how I feel. I can't control my thoughts. This is just the way I am. But that's not the truth. That's a story, a habit, a prison. And the door? It's been unlocked the whole time. You don't have to live reactive. You don't have to live anxious. You don't have to be ruled by every thought that shows up. You are the thinker. You are the chooser. You are the master. So start acting like one. Control your mind before it controls you, because your life depends on it. You must stand guard at the door of your mind, or someone else will. That's a truth many overlook. You see, your mind isn't a fortress by default. It's a garden open, vulnerable, and inviting. It will grow whatever seeds are planted, good or bad, helpful or harmful. And in this world, negativity's everywhere, waiting like weeds to take root, ready to choke out your growth. So the question is, who controls what enters your mind? Imagine your mind has a gate, a gatekeeper, a filter. Your job is to be that gatekeeper, to decide what thoughts, ideas, and influences you allow inside. Will you let every negative headline in? Every critical word? Every doubtful opinion? Or will you protect your mental space like a priceless treasure? What you allow to enter your mind will determine the quality of your life. Negativity doesn't always come from inside. It comes from your environment too. The news, social media, conversations. Most of what you hear and see is designed to grab attention, not to build you up. It's designed to create fear, anger, and distraction. But you have a choice. You can stop watching the news that drains you. You can stop following voices that discourage you. You can limit the time spent with toxic people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If they pull you down, it's time to guard your gate. Just like a house needs cleaning, so does your mind. Remove old grudges, resentments, and limiting beliefs. Stop replaying the same negative stories. Stop listening to the inner critic that never sleeps. And start making room for new, empowering thoughts. Your mind is a garden. Your thoughts are seeds. You can grow flowers or weeds. Choose wisely. Here are practical ways to guard your mind. 1. Set boundaries with media. Be selective about what you watch, listen to, and read. Choose sources that educate, inspire, and uplift. 2. Choose your company. Surround yourself with people who believe in growth, who challenge you to be better, who celebrate your wins. 3. Practice mindful consumption. Ask yourself, does this thought, this conversation, this input help me grow? If not, don't feed it. 4. Develop daily gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful shield against negativity. Spend time each day focusing on what's going right. Negativity often triggers a reaction. Fear, anger, doubt. But you don't have to react. You can pause, breathe, choose a different response. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our freedom and power to choose. Use that space, because it does. Your mind is the soil where your life grows. If it's poisoned, your life will suffer. If it's nourished, your life will thrive. Guard your mental gates fiercely. Be intentional with what you allow in. Remember, you don't have to accept every thought, every influence, every voice. Take control of your mind, or it will control you. The stronger the mind, the easier the journey. Mental toughness is often misunderstood. Many believe it means being hard, rigid, and unfeeling, that it's about shutting down emotions, pushing through without pause. But mental toughness is not about hardness. It's about strength. It's about developing the power to stay steady when the world tries to shake you, to think clearly when emotions try to cloud your judgment, to act wisely when pressure mounts. It's about cultivating a mind that bends but does not break. Strong thinking is clear thinking. When your mind is cluttered, when emotions run wild, when reactions come before thought, you lose power, you lose direction, you lose control. But when you pause, when you step back from the storm inside your head, you gain something invaluable: clarity. This clarity comes from mental discipline, from training yourself to think before you act, to weigh your options calmly and deliberately, to respond with purpose, not react from impulse. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Without mental discipline, your goals remain just dreams. Mental toughness isn't built on easy days. It grows in the soil of adversity. The late nights when fatigue sets in, the setbacks that make you question your path, the criticisms that sting, the failures that feel like walls blocking your way. These moments define your strength. They show you what you're really made of. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were stronger. Instead of shrinking away from difficulty, learn to welcome it. See every obstacle as a chance to build your mental muscle. Every trial as an opportunity to practice patience, persistence, and focus. This mindset shift from avoidance to embrace is the foundation of mental toughness. Mental toughness does not mean ignoring your feelings. Feelings are information. They tell you what matters to you. They alert you to danger or opportunity. But feelings are not commands. You don't have to obey every feeling. You can feel fear and still move forward courageously. You can feel doubt and still make confident choices. The mentally tough learn to balance emotion with reason. Emotional control is not about denial, but about direction. Feel deeply. Think clearly. Act wisely. Here are practical ways to strengthen your mind every day. 1. Develop routine discipline. Mental toughness is built brick by brick. Small daily actions, consistent habits forge strong minds. Wake early. Plan your day. Honor your commitments. Show up even when motivation is low. These small disciplines accumulate over time. They build confidence, reliability, and inner strength. 2. Practice delayed gratification. Learn to say no to immediate pleasures for greater rewards later. Mental toughness means resisting distraction, turning down short-term comfort in favor of long-term value. Every time you choose to delay gratification, you increase your mental power. 3. Train your focus. The mind is like a muscle. It grows stronger with use. Eliminate distractions. Concentrate deeply on one task at a time. This strengthens mental endurance. Longer focus means better decisions, more productivity, and less stress. 4. Learn from failure. Failure is feedback, not defeat. Mentally tough people analyze mistakes, adjust their approach, keep moving forward. They don't allow failure to define them. They let it refine them. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. How you talk to yourself matters more than anything else. Mentally tough people use positive, empowering language. Instead of, "I can't handle this," they say, "I'm learning how to handle this." Instead of, "This is too hard," they say, "This challenge will make me stronger." The mind is a garden. Your words are seeds. Plant wisely. Your inner dialogue either builds you up or tears you down. Reaction is automatic. Response is intentional. Mentally tough people pause before they react. They ask themselves, what's really happening? What's the best way forward? How can I keep control? This pause creates power. It creates space for choice. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our freedom and power to choose. Mental toughness is not about being perfect. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency is the key. One step at a time. One day at a time. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Mental toughness doesn't always look loud or dramatic. It's quiet. It's steady. It's patient. It's the power to keep going when others quit, to think clearly when others panic, to act wisely when others hesitate. It's the strength to say no to distractions, to stay focused on what matters. A strong mind creates a strong life. You don't have to be the loudest or toughest person in the room. You don't have to appear unbreakable. Mental toughness is an inside job. Train your mind. Strengthen your thinking. Think stronger, not softer, because your future depends on it. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Mastering your mind is the most important skill you will ever develop, because your mind shapes everything about your life, your choices, your actions, your habits, your destiny. When you master your mind, you master your future. Not just for a moment, but forever. This is not about temporary motivation. It's not about quick fixes or passing inspiration. It's about building a foundation so strong that no matter what life throws at you, you stay steady. You stay focused. You stay in control. Everything starts here. Your thoughts create your beliefs. Your beliefs create your habits. Your habits create your actions. Your actions create your results. Your results create your life. If your mind is cluttered with fear, doubt, and excuses, your life will reflect it. If your mind is focused on growth, courage, and discipline, your life will follow. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. This is the power of the mind. It is your most valuable asset, your most powerful tool. Most people want change, but they want it fast. They want instant results. They want to flip a switch. But lasting change is a journey. It requires daily effort, daily discipline, daily control of the mind. And here's the secret. The small choices you make every day about what you think, how you respond, and what you focus on compound over time. They build or break your future. They elevate you or keep you stuck. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control your mind. You can choose the thoughts that shape your attitude. You can choose the beliefs that shape your confidence. You can choose the habits that shape your character. Every day is a new chance to decide who you want to be. Will you be a victim of circumstances or the master of your mind? You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. Here are practical steps to take mastery of your mind for life. 1. Set clear mental goals. Know what kind of thinker you want to be. Write down your mental habits and beliefs you want to develop. 2. Practice daily mental discipline. Meditate on your goals. Control your focus. Reject negative influences. 3. Guard your mind relentlessly. Be vigilant about what you consume. Protect yourself from toxic people, negative media, and self-defeating thoughts. 4. Commit to lifelong learning. Feed your mind with books, podcasts, and mentors. Growth never stops. 5. Reflect and adjust. Regularly check in with your mind. What thoughts are helping? What thoughts are holding you back? Make changes as needed. The mind is like a bank account. Every positive thought is a deposit. Every negative thought is a withdrawal. The more you invest in strong, positive thinking, the greater your return in life. And over time, these mental investments build wealth beyond money, confidence, resilience, peace, and success. The major key to your better future is you. You want lasting success? Then start with your identity. Who do you believe you are? What do you think you deserve? Because your mind will always act according to your self-image. If you see yourself as capable, disciplined, and worthy, you will act accordingly. If you see yourself as limited, unworthy, or powerless, you will act accordingly. Change your self-image and you change your life. Mastering your mind isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment. The world will try to pull you off course. Stress, distractions, doubts, they will come. But with mental mastery, you learn to renew your focus. Refocus your thoughts. Reclaim your power. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Keep your inner world strong. Master your mind, and you master your future. Not just for a moment, but forever. The power to shape your destiny is in your hands. It begins with a choice. To think better. To believe stronger. To act with discipline. You become what you settle for. Don't settle. Master your mind. Master your future. And live the life you were meant to live forever.